Welcome back, Focus Learners. Today, we're diving into something that, let's be real, fascinates pretty much all of us in this explainer. We're looking at how self-made millionaires actually build their extraordinary lives. We always see the end result, right? The wealth, the freedom, the massive success. And it's so easy to just assume it happened overnight. But today, we're gonna break down the everyday, behind-the-scenes actions that actually pave that road. Okay, let's dive right into this.
So we really have to ask the big question here. What actually separates millionaires from everyone else? I mean, is it just pure luck? Do they win the genetic lottery with some unteachable, innate talent? Or is it something way simpler? Well, looking at the data, the truth is that most self-made millionaires absolutely do not rely on magic. Not at all. They rely on habits. We are talking about small, completely doable actions repeated every single day. By the end of this, you're going to discover 25 specific habits that helped ordinary people build literally extraordinary lives.
Because look, every single day, you and I face this fundamental fork in the road. Down one path, we've got comfort and leisure. You know the one, the couch, mindlessly scrolling on the phone, just taking the easy way out. But up the other path, we have the effort actually required to reach our goals. Success is basically a deliberate, daily choice to just take the stairs. It's choosing your long-term goals over that quick hit of short-term comfort.
All right, let's jump straight into pillar one, the millionaire mindset.
Say wealth and success, they always start from the inside out. I know, it's super tempting to just roll out of bed, instantly grab your phone, and kind of stumble into your morning. But successful people, they don't wake up wondering what to do. They already have a plan. They wake up with crystal clear intention. And rather than waiting around for that perfect moment to start, because let's face it, that moment never comes, they just take action immediately. They know that action creates confidence, not the other way around. Every millionaire out there began with just one small step.
And when things go wrong, because they will, when a setback just shatters their plans, millionaires absolutely do not adopt that why me mentality. They realize failure isn't the opposite of success, it's literally the raw material for it. Every single mistake is a lesson wrapped in a tough package. They simply ask, okay, what can I learn here? And they start rebuilding. And a huge point here, they don't do it alone. They actively surround themselves with a network of people who inspire them, challenge them, and support them. Success is very rarely a solo journey. Moving right along to pillar 2, focus and time management.
Think about it like this. You can always make more money. But time? Time is the one single resource you can never, ever earn back. You literally can't do everything. So instead of just filling every single minute with random, reactive tasks, successful people map out their entire day around their absolute biggest priorities. They let their long-term goals act as their compass. Because without that clear direction, man, it is incredibly easy to stay super busy all day without actually making any real progress. That's exactly why successful folks physically write their goals down and review them constantly.
Now, the ultimate modern struggle is constant interruption, right? Phones buzzing, emails pinging, notifications just begging for your attention. But here's the thing. Every single time you say yes to something unimportant, you're automatically saying no to something meaningful. Millionaires protect their focus fiercely by just silencing all those distractions. They actively build a habit of saying no so they can say a big, resounding yes to what truly matters. I want you to really let this thought sink in for a second. 1 hour of deep work can achieve more than an entire day of distracted effort. It's profound, isn't it? Millionaires don't necessarily just work harder or put in way longer hours than everyone else. They just work with absolute, complete focus. You can clearly see the difference that deep work makes when you really look at it. A person fully dialed in, with all those distractions completely removed, accomplishes massively more than someone trying to somehow power through a chaotic mess of vibrating phones and constant interruptions. A distracted environment is basically the enemy of wealth creation. Giving one truly important task your full, undivided attention, that is what truly moves the needle.
All right, let's shift gears to pillar 3, building wealth and value.
So, once you've dialed in that mindset and focus, you've got to apply it to your money. And here's the secret. Getting rich actually isn't about spending more. It's completely about how you manage and multiply what you already have. So many people mistakenly think becoming rich means buying a bunch of flashy stuff. But in reality, wealth is built by living well below your means and making sure you save first. And rather than just crossing their fingers and depending on one single paycheck, millionaires act a lot like gardeners. They plan to nurture multiple income streams, like businesses and side investments, and they just let them grow over time. Remember, Success leaves clues. Instead of just guessing and hoping for the best, millionaires actively seek out mentors. They study the people who have already achieved exactly what they want. They use all that borrowed knowledge to plant seeds today, and then they practice extreme patience. They know for a fact that the biggest financial rewards require a long-term vision. They're thinking years, even decades ahead, rather than just chasing quick, easy rewards.
To quickly round out this financial pillar, let's hit a few more essential wealth-building principles. Listen closely. Successful people do not avoid risk. They prepare for it. They gather all the information they can, they make a rock-solid plan, and then they pull the trigger and take action, even when the outcome isn't 100% guaranteed. Like we just talked about, they never, ever depend on a single paycheck. And crucially, they know the absolute best investment isn't necessarily stocks or real estate, it's yourself. Every single new skill you learn increases your personal value for the rest of your life.
Which brings us to Pillar 4, health and daily consistency. Look, all the wealth in the entire world means literally nothing if you don't have the health to actually enjoy it. Your body is what powers your mind, and that means you have to prioritize your sleep, eat healthy food, and actually get some rest, because your energy is your greatest asset. Pair that good fuel with just 20 minutes of daily exercise, and you will drastically improve the focus, the energy, and the confidence needed to power that millionaire mind all day long.
Honestly, the biggest secret to all of this? It isn't some innate talent. It is purely consistency. Huge success isn't built in one massive, exhausting day of effort. It's built brick by brick. Those tiny, small, daily actions eventually stack up high enough to reach the summit.
And our final section, Pillar 5, lifelong growth and gratitude.
These final habits are exactly what keeps successful people totally grounded and constantly evolving. Did you know a ton of millionaires read every single day? They do it because they understand that knowledge compounds, just like interest in a bank account. Just reading 10 pages a day turns into a towering stack of books over the course of a year. That constant burning curiosity keeps them growing. They explore new ideas. And because they literally never stop learning, that fresh knowledge consistently opens up brand new opportunities.
Now, taking extreme responsibility is also absolutely vital. Highly successful people, they don't waste an ounce of energy making excuses. Instead, they ask themselves, okay, what can I do better next time? Taking that kind of responsibility gives you the actual power to improve your situation. And here's the beautiful part. No matter how high they climb or how many trophies they end up holding, they stay humble. Humility guarantees that your mind stays open and your personal growth never ever stops.
Ultimately, the whole shebang comes down to 3 final actions. First, staying grateful for what you already have by actively recognizing the good in your life. Second, reaching down to help someone else up the stairs, actually helping other people find their own success. And third, continuing to lay those bricks, never stopping your own self-improvement. Real success is just an ongoing journey of building up yourself and everyone around you. Which really brings us to this incredibly powerful realization. Millionaires are successful because they do ordinary things extraordinarily consistently. See, these 25 habits we've just covered, they aren't overly complicated. They definitely don't require magic. They're simply ordinary, positive actions that get repeated every single day until they become extraordinary. You absolutely do not need millions in the bank to start acting like a millionaire right now, today. Wake up with purpose, protect your time fiercely, stay healthy, take action, and never ever stop improving. Remember, your future isn't decided by the lottery, and it's sure not decided by luck. It is built strictly by the habits you choose to practice today. So I want to leave you with this question. If your current daily habits were multiplied by the next 10 years, would you end up a millionaire, or would you end up exactly where you are right now? Think about it. If you found this explainer helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button to That Talking Guy for more psychology, motivation, and totally life-changing ideas. Your future self will definitely thank you for it. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.